July 2024, it became expedient and paramount, sacrosanct and pertinent to collaborate with a tertiary institution on a fish production project by Sequoia Farms. Sequoia Farms is a section of Sequoia Holdings. Sequoia Holdings is into aviation, real estate, agriculture, and other businesses. And Sequoia Farms needed to collaborate with a tertiary institution on a fish production project for the purpose of research and development, as well as test running, profitability, and sustainability of fish production in Nigeria. So, Federal College of Freshwater Fisheries Technology was chosen in New Busa, Nigeria. Fcfft is a school with a mandate of training graduates on fish production, not just on fish production, on every area of agriculture. The decision to choose this college was born out of the fact that the school bridges the gap between the blue economy and the green economy. Graduates of this institution on areas of agriculture has really done well, and their record is very obvious, even with the Ministry of Agriculture. And now that there's a blue economy, the college has been driving the blue economy mantra by constructing both training, skilled and unskilled labor on the area of fish production and the aquatic business. Then, with their decades of results on fish production and with the facilities readily on ground in the college, the school became the major stakeholder in carrying out this project. And it's not just carrying out the project, it became necessary that the experts in these different fields of fish production, fish processing, fish biology, and others were needed. And so this is where the experts are domiciled. And that is why the school was chosen. The provost of the college, Dr. B.D. Olaoshebikon, and the management staff were happy to receive this proposal. And on August 27th, 2024, an MOU was signed in an epoch event that marked a landmark event in the college and in the community, where dignitaries graced the occasion to see to the MOU. But the fear on that particular day was, how far will this MOU go? A public-private partnership that actually will stand the test of time. Over time, one or two PPPs could have had issues, but this particular one, people are eager, people are interested, people are anticipating what could come out of this collaboration. And as usual, with a normal government to public to private partnership and MOU, this actually beats the usual. And after 1 year, we're celebrating success. It's a cycle of projects where the first cycle of fish production was done. We stocked 30,000 fishes, catfish fingerlings, and for the first cycle, I can tell you categorically that it was a success. Yes, the purpose of the project research was actually properly done. Students and staff of the college took the location of this project, the sites of this project as a base for research, and this actually brought about developing a lot of data. Data is a microcosm of economy. Data is what is needed to actually properly tutor those coming behind and to look into the future. And truly, it actually the project met up with this target. And not that this was done, profit was realized, and sustainability was assured. Because after the first cycle, just almost immediately, the second cycle commenced. In short, as a matter of fact, the last part of the first cycle and putting in double of what was stocked, about 65,000 fishes, was done simultaneously on the same day. And this is what we have the target of doing, of ensuring that we remain consistent in this project. After the 60,000, next will be 120,000, doubling every cycle for as long as possible. And the CEO and founder of Sequoia Holdings, Cheta Udezwe, who is a serial entrepreneur, somebody who has masters in business administration, and not just that He has a certificate. He's actually practicing day in, day out in agriculture and other areas. Was actually committed to this project, ensuring that the board of Sequoia make funds available at every point in time to ensure the project keeps running. It's a multi-million naira project that we don't seem to get tired soon. We are trying to target some amount of billions to be spent on this epoch project, not just for business, because if it were for business, we would have maybe done it in our farms, running up to 1,500 hectares across Nigeria, in Calabar, in Nasarawa, and other parts of the country. No, we wanted to collaborate for the sake of having results, getting data, ensuring we have enough information to be able to project the fish market, fish production market in Nigeria and Africa. Our target is to ensure that we put an end to hunger, to ensure that we key into the SDGs of poverty alleviation and zero hunger in Africa. And not just about this, that protein is made available to every home in Africa via fish production. And this is what we are trying to achieve. We then want to appreciate the anchor of this project, that is bridging that gap between the Fcfft and the Sequoia farms, a prominent Sequoia project coordinator, Iluyemi Ayodele Clark. He's an entrepreneur himself, and as a matter of fact, vast in the area of agriculture, and making sure this project and other Sequoia farm projects are actually standing the test of time. We appreciate the college, first and foremost, commending the effort of the provost, Dr. B. Diola Oshibikon, and the entire management staff, including the registrar, Malam Nuruddin Abdullahi, and the other members. Special appreciation to the deputy provost, Dr. Mrs. Ibanga, and other members, the librarian, the bossa, the auditor, and every other person involved in the management, taking decisions that have shaped this project. And topmost appreciation goes to ensure the project the committee, the steering committee that has been A.K. Oladele, who has actually been the chairman of the committee, and the powerful force in the committee, Malam Sanusi Abubakar, who doubles as the manager of the farm, Mr. Cosmos Ajayi, who has been involved in the fish production, and to the powerful HOD, Dr. Alatishe, who has been ensuring that the department is standing strong behind the project. It is something we do not take for granted, your effort. We don't take for granted the patronage and consistency and support and effort of the college community, the staff and students, who has actually made effort daily to ensure this project is done. The staff who are involved in this particular project are well appreciated. And to the Sequoia team, the CEO, Cheta Udezwe, and every one of us in Sequoia, we appreciate them. I also appreciate ourselves for remaining consistent, for trying to meet up with the mission, vision, and objectives of this great company. We are intentional and will continue to remain committed to ensure this project stands. The project saw to looking at the different areas of the value chain involved in fish production, especially catfish production, and looking at bringing up the fingerlings by the hatchery process and stocking them, ensuring the feeding pattern is actually at top notch and at the best. As a matter of fact, making provisions at when due. We were intentional about our feed formulation, that people come from far and near to actually understand or get to know how it's being done when they saw our produce. Why? Because looking at the fish, of course, you definitely know this is actually reared differently. But no, it was done in the natural environment. Each of our ponds is at least 500 square meter, with the intention that, yes, we want them to assume that natural environment. The people who have bought these fishes, who have consumed them fresh, are tested that this taste seems to be very different from every they have consumed in the last few years. The community is known for fish production. The hosting community, New Busa, is also known as Kanji, under Borgulo government area of Niger State, known as the Borgu Emirate. This is where the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the Jagaban Bogo. The community is known to house the popular Kanji Dam, and it's a community with the presence of the government to the core. And we appreciate the emir of this emirates for efforts to actually create that enabling environment, ensuring that the environment is safe for business and others. We do not take the efforts of the leaders of the community for granted, just as we also appreciate the local government chairman who was then present at the MOU and the entirety of the government for ensuring the project has been going on smoothly through the management of the college. The process also saw to smoking of these fishes with different types of smoking processes, looking at the local oven, the ISO standard oven. Exportations were made, sales were made at different level to different customers at different quantity. Try to test run the viability of this project, and to the glory of God, it's been a success thus far. And we are confident that the next cycle will actually be a success. We just have to do this to appreciate people that have been involved with us for the past 1 year, just to tell them thank you, and to also tell the public that a public-private partnership with commitment is achievable. And we appreciate Sequoia for bringing out a structure. When businesses are managed in the absence of the investor at different level in different places, it shows dexterity and the structure laid on ground has actually helped this to move on. We have come to realize that businesses are not just on technical know-how. Businesses are not just on buildings. Businesses are based on structure. This structure is a definition of the foundation of the business. How things are being done, how they are arranged such that risks are minimized. Business is ability to minimize risk. Business is taking decisions in the middle of chaos. And everybody that has been involved in this has actually been top notch. We appreciate, and this does not actually look away from our challenges. What are challenges? Challenges of mortality that we have to attend to them with drugs and the likes. And we were able to surmount all these challenges, security challenges, and to the glory of God, there was no threat whatsoever. And so the praise is a success thus far after a year, and we're committed to remain in the business and remain consistent for the next few years. Thank you, and God bless you.
We had actually said before that our target is to see that we carry everybody along in this value chain, and so that by the end of the production cycle, by the end of this first phase, it's not a first phase to go, it's a first phase to continue. While we analyze the first phase, other phases are continuing, and we'll be able to give you reports, profound reports that will showcase that Sequoia is not just out for profit. We are out to sustain the profit. We are out to tender something very crucial that will help the Nigeria economy. Thank you very much. And just not the Nigeria economy, the Africa economy, and the world at large, because our target is to see how we can build a brand that will last the test of time in the whole world. Like I told you, Sequoia is into aviation, Sequoia is into real estate, and we are intentional about whatever we are doing. Thank you very much.